it's Nørgaard. So today we're doing this makeup look. So I'm doing this inspired by Thanksgiving. So I just decided to do a very warm makeup look, really dramatic and like party appropriate. And I'm using my Lorac Pro palettes today, so 1 and 2. And yeah, I'm really happy with the look. I think it's very fall appropriate. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. I live in Denmark, as most of you guys probably know, and so I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. But I just want to do a look kind of inspired by that, and inspired by fall and warm tones and all that good stuff. So here it is. So I don't think I have much else to say. So if you like this look, please give it a thumbs up and remember to watch in high definition. And here comes the tutorial. Okay, to start out, I'm going to use my Stay Matte Primer from Rimmel. So I'm going to apply this all over my face except for my under eye area. So for my under eye area, I'm going to use this Smashbox under eye primer. And this is really hydrating, so I love to use this underneath my eyes. Because as I have told you guys before, I do have dry under eyes. And my dry under eyes do get a lot worse here in the winter. And something else that gets super dry on me during the winter is my lips. So I'm going to use this baby lips to hydrate. This one is the minty one. So before I do my foundation, I'm going to correct my under eye circles. So I'm going to use this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Neutralizer. So I'm applying a bit of this on my under eye area, and I also take it around the nostrils. And I'm using my beauty blender to blend this out. And I really like using this neutralizer because I do have so much redness in my skin. Because actually I do have a neutral to yellow undertone. But because I have so much redness in my face, it looks like I have a pink undertone. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to use my 2 Rimmel Stay Matte foundations. So I mix light ivory and classic beige to get my perfect color. And then I dab it all over. And I also use my beauty blender to blend this in. And if you guys know me, you know that this is my absolute favorite foundation. So for my concealer, I'm going to use MAC Pro LongWear. My color is NC15. So I just pump out once. And I apply this underneath my eyes, and then I blend out with my beauty blender. And to set my under eye area, I'm going to use my Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and I use my Kat Von D Shade and Light brush, and this is the only place I'm going to powder. So now I'm going to use my Shade and Light palette, also from Kat Von D, and I'm going to mix these 2 colors, and I'm going to apply this underneath my eyes. So I'm just quickly going to brush out the foundation in my eyebrows. And I'm going to use this NARS bronzer. This is the color Laguna. And I'm just going to bronze up my cheeks with my Kat Von D brush. And then up around the forehead, of course. And I always take my contour and my bronzer all the way across my forehead because I have a longer face. But if you have a shorter face, then you could definitely just do the sides. And finally I go ahead and bronze up my jawline. Then I'm going to use this color, and I'm going to contour with this color and my NARS e.l.f. brush. So I basically just emphasize the places where I have just bronzed. And I also go ahead and do my nose. So I go back in with this color and I clean up my contour. Okay, so now I'm just blending out my contour and bronzer, just so it doesn't look so harsh and intense. Okay, so once you have everything blended out, you can move on to blush and highlight. So I'm going to use Jordana blush in the color Rose Silk. So I apply it right on the apple of my cheek. And I'm using like big circle motions. And the other cheek. Are you guys excited about Christmas? Because I'm excited, okay? And for my highlight, I'm going to use this one from Becca. This is in the color Opal. So I go right here on the tops of my cheekbones and down the nose and above the cupid's bow. So I'm going to set everything with my NYX Dewy makeup setting spray. So I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow. I use the color Soft Brown. And yeah, I just fill in my eyebrows. Okay, so these are today's eyebrows. So I'm going to prime with my e.l.f. eyelid primer in the color Sheer. So I just apply a little bit. And by the way, you guys, I have no idea what I'm going to do for the eye look. I know I want to do a dark lip, but I don't know what eye look I'm going to do. So this is going to be interesting because I normally always have a plan for my looks. So I'm going to use this eye base from BornPrettyStore. It's just a shimmery white one. So I'm applying this all over the eyelid and I blend it out with my finger. Okay, so I'm going to take my Lorac Pro palette and I really want to use this color called Garnet. So I'm applying this color with my MAC 242 brush and I'm going to apply this on the eyelid, but I'm going to leave like the inner corner bare. So I'm just packing on the color to avoid fallout. Okay, and before we get too ahead of ourselves here with the colors, I want to apply a transitioning color. So I'm going to pick up my Lorac Pro 2 palette and I'm going to take this color called Nectar and I'm going to apply this as my transitioning color right here above the crease. Okay, so I'm taking the color Rosé and with my Urban Decay Naked 3 eyeshadow brush, I apply this right here on the inner part. Just right in here on the part we left bare, where we didn't apply the Garnet color. And I go back in with a bit of Garnet to blend the three colors together. So I'm using the color Plum to deepen up my outer corner. So I'm using the other end of my Urban Decay brush and I'm working it in the outer corner. And I like to place the color first and I'm going to blend it later. So I go back with my MAC 224 brush and blend. And I go back in with a little more Nectar right above the colors on both sides, of course. And then I just go in and apply a little more Garnet on the eyelid just to freshen up this color. So to highlight my brow bone, I'm going to use the color Buff and I'm just going to use a random brush to apply this. I think I got this brush with one of my W7 palettes and again I place the color first and then I blend it out afterwards. So I just go back in and blend quickly. Okay, so my camera is acting so funky today, I don't know what's up with that. But I applied my BornPrettyStore eye base around my tear ducts and then I applied the color Snow from my Lorac Pro 2 palette just right on top in here. So now I'm going to take my BornPrettyStore eye base again and I'm going to apply this along my lower lash line, and this is going to serve as the thing that's going to really make my lower lash line eyeshadows pop. And I'm going to take the color Gold from the first Lorac Pro palette and I'm going to apply this with my e.l.f. eye crease brush. And I'm using this brush because it's nice and small. And then I'm going to take the color here, it's called Deep Purple, and just apply that right in the outer corner. And I do blend this color in towards the gold. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. liquid liner and I'm not going to wing it out today, just to do something different. So I'm just going to trace my upper lash line. So just like this, just to hide my lash band when I go to put on my falsies. So for my waterlines, I'm going to use this black pencil eyeliner from Estee Lauder. So I'm going to work this up between my lashes, and this does make my eyes water. So that's what my eyes looks like once they have been rimmed with black eyeliner. So I'm going to curl my eyelashes with my e.l.f. eyelash curler. So just give it a good squeeze. And I'm going to apply my Estee Lauder black mascara. So I'm going to apply this to top and bottom lashes. Probably only one coat because I am going to be wearing some falsies. And before I do my lower lashes, I just want my upper lashes to dry. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and apply the falsies. So these are MAC number 43 eyelashes. Okay, so I'm just about to apply my lashes, but I just noticed that the eyeliner on this eye is a little bit patchy. So I'm just going to go over it. So let's go ahead and apply this. So I'm just applying the other one. So once I have my lashes on, I'm going back in with my mascara. And I apply a bit to the top lashes to blend the real and the false lashes together. So I just applied my mascara to my lower lashes as well. And now to finish off the eye look, I'm going to go... Excuse me. And to finish off the eye look, I'm going to go back in with my liquid liner. So for the lips, I'm going to remove my lip balm, which has made my lips nice and moisturized. So I'm going to mix these two lip liners from Jordana. So I'm going to start out with the darkest color, which is called Carbonate. And I'm going to use this around the outside of my lips. And I fill in the corners. Then I'm going to use the lighter color, which is called Plush Plum, and I'm applying this in the center. And I go back in with the darkest color. So to clean up the lip, I'm going to use my MAC concealer and my e.l.f. sponge. So once I have my lip cleaned up, I'm going to go back in with my good old beauty blender and blend out the concealer. Okay, so that's my finished lip. Okay you guys, so this is the finished look. So don't mind this bun, it just keeps on falling down. So I really love this look, I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I'm so glad I finally used these two lip liners. I love the lip makeup, and I do also really love how the eyes turned out. So yeah, if you like this look as well, please give this video a thumbs up and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video, so take care and bye bye!